Have you ever heard that classic leadership advice? You got to earn their respect first. Yes, that sounds noble. It sounds responsible. But let's be real. Half the time, that advice just leaves us new managers overthinking every frickin' move. Because now you're walking into your team like, okay, I have to prove myself. I have to show them that I deserve this. And what happens? You play it safe. You try to be likable. You hold back your opinions. You over-explain every decision. And suddenly, you're not leading. You're auditioning. And nobody respects that. See, the problem isn't the phrase. It's the mindset that it creates. Earn their respect first assumes you start with none. Like your team is standing there with their arms crossed going, well, we'll see if you're worthy. That's not leadership. That's a weird, unspoken power struggle. Here's the truth. When you step into leadership, you start with positional respect. That means people don't know if you're a great leader yet, but they know you're the leader. They'll give you a baseline level of respect just because of the role. What they're waiting to see is what you do with it. So instead of trying to earn it, your job is to not lose it. That is a big difference because leaders lose respect way faster than they gain it. And they lose it doing things that sound like they're earning it. Saying things like, I just want to be fair, but never making a real decision. Or saying, I just want to build trust first, but avoiding hard conversations. Or, I don't want to come in and change everything. And now your team thinks you have no clue. You have no direction. You don't earn respect by being agreeable. You earn it by being clear. So let's flip the script a little bit. Respect doesn't come from how much your team likes you. It comes from how much they trust you to lead. And that trust builds fast when your actions line up with your words. When you say, I'll handle it, and then you actually handle it. When you hold someone accountable the same way you would hold someone else accountable, when you make a decision, not because it's popular, but because it's right for the team, that is where real respect lives. Now, before we go deeper, let me just pause for a second, because this exact tension, wanting respect, but not wanting to come across as a dictator, that's what we're going to unpack in the Better Boss Club. It's where I help managers build confidence in how they lead, not just the way they do it. And when the doors open, you get to join as a founding member. So if you're tired of overthinking every move and you want to lead without second guessing yourself, come be part of the group. Hang out with us in the club. In the description, there's a link to get on the wait list. Okay, back at it. So if you don't need to earn respect first, what do you actually do? You establish it. Subtle difference, but it changes everything. Establishing respect means that you set the tone early. You don't walk in timid. You don't walk in like you're apologizing for being their new boss. You walk in calm, grounded, and clear about your expectations. Not, I hope you like me. More like, here's what you can expect from me, and here's what I expect from you. That's how you start building that healthy leadership dynamic from day one. Because your team doesn't need another nice boss. They need someone who gives them clarity, someone who helps them grow, someone who doesn't flinch when things get uncomfortable. And honestly, most people want to respect their boss. They just need to see something worth respecting. Now, here comes the part that nobody tells you. Your team's respect isn't one big trophy that you win. It's a daily deposit. Every interaction either builds it or drains it. You show up prepared to a meeting, deposit. You gossip about a team member, withdrawal. You take responsibility for a mistake, deposit. You blame someone else, huge withdrawal. And when you think about it that way, it's not about earning it once. It's about maintaining it over time. That's why you can't fake this stuff. People are way too good at spotting inconsistencies. They can tell when you're trying to be the cool boss or the hard-ass boss. Neither of those are going to work. They just want the real you. Someone steady, someone fair, someone who keeps their word. And the second they see that consistency, respect happens automatically. So if you've been carrying that pressure to earn respect, drop it. It's not about performing. It's about leading clearly, following through, and being human while you do it. And one last thing before we wrap up, if you're ready to stop winging it and actually have a clear framework for leading with confidence, grab this right here, the Manager's Playbook. It's my plug and play guide for handling tough conversations, for building trust, for keeping your team engaged without burning yourself out. Seriously, if you want to feel like you actually know what you're doing every day, start here. Because respect doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from leading smarter. And the smart thing I'm going to do right now is get my coffee. I'll see you in the next video.